Okay, so I'm going to make a small video here today. This will be part one of a series about life in Canada. So this video is for Trinidadians who have the idea to move and migrate to Canada. And from first-hand experience, yes, there are pros and cons about moving to any part of Canada or even any part of the world. I moved from Trinidad to Canada approximately 5 years ago with my wife, and it has been ups and downs, and obviously social media doesn't show you everything. But in these videos, I'm going to make some small videos about the different topics of the things that I've learned and we've learned along these 5 years that we have been here. There's always pros and cons about moving to any country. There are pros and cons in Trinidad, and yes, there are pros and cons here. Life is not always a bed of roses as you always think. Yes, you're going to think that life here is like the best thing ever and stuff. Yes, in some aspects, life is better, but in some aspects, life is worse. So the cost of living in a first world country is astronomical and only seems to be getting worse. If these topics are for you, please stay tuned. So what you could do is you could DM me. A lot of people DM me about different questions about migration and life in Canada. You could continue doing that. Also too, you could post a comment under this video and I'll reply to each one of them, and I'll make short clips of different videos on these different topics if you want to know more about it. So for instance, I'm going to make a video on like the rental costs, which is very high. The cost of, like, let's say groceries, the cost of I'm going to make a video on like the wages, different things. So please list them down below. I don't want to make this video too long, but please list them down below, the different topics that you may want to be answered. As I said, I do have a plan and I want to capture these topics that I have in mind, and the things that I believe are important to you and the things that I've learned. But again, I want to keep it short and we'll keep it to this series. So I'll end the video now. Stay tuned for part number 2.